YouTube, it's me, Melissa. Looks like the ocean water. Turn around and you blow them all up. No. I like to have some good sexy time, so I decided. Dudes were prepping.
Where the hell the zombie apocalypse at? I don't see the zombies wandering.
Hey YouTube, it's Melissa. I'm actually just coming home from work. I left work and we are getting actually snow here. I'm actually stopped off at McDonald's to get me some breakfast before I relax and lay down. Here we go. See, it started to snow. It's actually pretty cool because we don't get a lot of snow in South Carolina, especially upstate South Carolina. So, it's pretty neat. Thought I would share that with everybody. It's actually going to be a pretty nice day today. Hey you guys, I'm actually driving away from McDonald's. Get my breakfast. I actually got some good news. Everett has a half a day at work today, which kind of surprises me because, you know, he does fire and restoration. Fire and water restoration and all that stuff. And it's actually pretty cool because now, because of his half day, I get to see him instead of sleep and not really get to spend a lot of time with him. But it's going to be actually pretty nice. Check that out. I'm excited. We get some snow. Alright folks, let's go inside and eat some McDonald's, okay? Hey you guys. So I got some McDonald's on this snowy, cold day. Just getting home from work. And I decided to talk to you guys about how my sign, Aquarius, plays into my relationships, okay? Specifically Aquarius with Scorpio relationship, because I have a Scorpio that I love so near and dearly to me. While I talk and have my breakfast, we got some Diet Coke, a hash brown, okay, from McDonald's, okay, steak, egg, and cheese bagel. That's like my favorite thing to get at McDonald's. And I know it's not like the healthiest thing, but it's very good. And then I did get a side of gravy, only because I'm not fond of hash browns, but a little white southern gravy makes everything a little better, especially on a cold day in the South, right? One thing the South got right is what I say. Alright. So, I'm going to scrunch up my hash browns. I actually got the hash brown that I got with the meal. And then I got the an extra one to put in there, which I know is like, yeah, calories. I'm going to do what the hell I want. I don't give a shit what no one says, okay? So, Aquarius. Okay. I am an Aquarius. My birthday is February 14th. I actually, like, there's 3 different types of, I know this from, I've always been interested in zodiacs. Every zodiac sign has 3 different types, like, of that sign. So there's 3 sections of, there's like Aquarius 1, 2, and 3. And I fall in number 3, okay? And they're basically the same, but they're slightly different depending on, like, I think I have some Pisces in me because I was kind of born on the cusp. They say, was it February 19th was the last is when it changes from Aquarius to Pisces. So I think some of the Aquarius attributes, characteristics aren't specifically me. Some are, but some aren't. Pisces is very emotional, so I can get emotional when I want to. I can get very dramatically emotional, but I think part of that is my Aquarius side. Okay? Now, Aquariuses are humanitarian. They have big dreams and aspirations for the world. Always wanting to be a part of things to make humanity better. Well, I don't do charity work, but in my old church, I used to. And then in my new church, I went from a Catholic church to like a non-denominational, Baptist-based belief system. But, you know, for me, I think we all believe in this central God. And I do believe the Bible, you know, is a good example for us to go by in life. But that's a whole nother situation. Just forget that, okay? But, like, there's always a cause. And, like, a fight for the cause for Aquariuses. We always want to do better to make the world a better place. So, I always thought about, like, I, to this day, think humanity has went to shit. I think humanity, there's really good in this world, but I think a lot of people aren't out to help people as much as we should be. I think instead of helping each other, and this is like a known, everybody's taking out their phones, social media, you know. I think we can do a whole lot better as a human race. Also, Aquariuses can shut themselves out. Completely shut themselves out to everybody and everyone. I do that. Growing up, I locked myself in my bedroom all the time. My family, like, it was lucky if they see me. I came out to, like, eat or use the bathroom, okay? I just want to stay away from everybody. It felt better that way. It was like I isolated myself. And I only really, I mean, as a child, I was very dramatic. You know, like being the center of attention, flamboyant, obnoxious in a way. Not rudely obnoxious, but I wanted to be heard, and I talked a lot. But as I got older, that became more, like, quiet. I became more quiet unless I really had something to say, or if I had, like, a friend I was really close to. Like at work, my one friend, Noreen, and my nursing assistant, Autumn. One's a nurse, one's a nursing assistant. I can tell them. I can just talk and talk and talk and talk. And that's just like the Aquarius in me. But, so we shut ourselves out unless we're really comfortable with somebody. This is good. It's warming, especially in like a cold day like today. They could have made that steak, egg, and cheese bagel a little better. It's like cooler. But Aquariuses tend to be in their own mind. Okay? So there's times when I just completely block everybody out. We also have a tendency to think we are like the world's smartest people. That, you know, we feel like we can see through other people's perception, but when it comes down to it, we're the cat's meow when it comes to brains. You know, we're smart, we know it all, we're like, you know, walking, talking encyclopedia, usually full of useless stuff. And I know I'm not smarter than them. I consider myself very intelligent. But I know that, like, there's smarter people out there than I am. And in relationships, we always struggle because we like to have our space. We like to be in our own minds. We don't get too overly emotional. We don't like to be clobbered. The mind is what turns us on. Stimulate us intellectually. If an Aquarius is interested in you, she'll open up, he'll open up, whatever, and want to know more and learn more about you. But if they lose that interest, that's it. They, like, fall off the planet. You won't hear from them. So if you know an Aquarius that you're after, one day they were like your best friend, social to you, and then all of a sudden they just stopped communicating. They're done with you. You know, I don't know if it's just they don't like confrontation or what, but they're done with you. They put their emotions in the back, on the back shelf, and they don't like to display it too much. They don't like to fool with emotions, you know? Now, Scorpios are very, they're quiet. They don't say everything on their mind. They like to feel the other person out before they pursue anything. Okay? And once they feel comfortable with that other person, they will open up more and more. And once they reach a level in a relationship where they feel they want to be with that person and they feel a certain commitment towards that person, they'll be very loyal. Very. Okay? They want that emotional connection. Remember, Aquarius wants the intellectual connection. And it's the same thing in the bedroom. Aquarius likes to have that emotional, the intellectual come together, whereas the Scorpio is more of the love-making, sensual lover. Okay? These two signs really get a bad reputation. The Scorpio male, he has trouble communicating with the Aquarius female because he feels like when she's in La La Land and her mind is isolated and she's not feeling that emotion, to always be clingy, that she has no interest in him. That's not true. That's not true. There'll always be this romantic magnetic field with them. She'll see the Aquarius person will always see this mysterious, strong Scorpio, and the Scorpio will always see this unique, different, smart, intelligent, strong Aquarius. And that's what pulls them together. That's what makes them attracted to one another. You know, they're both stubborn. They're both goal-oriented. And, they're natural-born leaders. Now, I feel like that's where I don't fit in. I don't think really I'm a leader. I don't think I have those qualities. with many things. I also feel like I do have some emotion. Like, I have my moments where I don't want to be bothered. Ever can tell you, he feels like I might have lost interest in him, but I haven't. I'm just in my own mind. I'm thinking about things, you know? I'm planning. Thinking about what I'm going to do. How I can make our life better or something like that. I'm always going to want to pursue better for us, you know? Where he's more, right now, lovey-dovey, you know, romantic, kisses, you know? And I love him. I love him. And together we're very, very productive. When you have the same goals with a Scorpio, you guys can, like, the sky's the limit. But if you guys have very different goals, your stubbornness will take you apart and draw you apart. And communication is very important, you know. Scorpios do not know how to communicate to their Aquariuses. They're not sure how to. And Aquarius isn't really going to understand the Scorpio either. So, you got to have excellent communication for this relationship to work. And someone's going to have to give in a little bit when it comes to the stubbornness. When it comes to giving Everett what he wants, certain things, if there's something he really wants for work or something, I go ahead and cave because, I mean, you know what? It makes him happy. So I'm going to do it for him. You know? Where, for me, if me and him get into a small relationship, quarrel or whatever you want to call it, argument, eventually he'll cave. I appreciate that for him, you know, from him. I've seen him do that. He doesn't do it all the time, but he'll say I'm sorry or whatever. A relationship like this, Aquarius and Scorpio, is only going to flourish and develop into something great if you help it along. So, just need a lot of communication, a lot of work, you know. I have to tell him how I feel. But, you know, you also want to realize that everybody's an individual. And not everybody's true to their zodiac sign. So, you want to realize that. They say Scorpios can be cheaters, from what I've heard. I had a Scorpio ex who was a cheater. And I know deep in my heart that Everett, he's not looking at anybody else, you know. At least, like, he doesn't appear to be. And, like, we're always together. Unless we're working. And he's tearing up houses. And I'm a nurse. So, and I work with women. He works with mostly men. So, it doesn't really leave room for any extra solo curricular activities. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. To find other love interests. But that's basically what I know. I know a lot about my zodiac because my whole life I've been looking up about it. And I was in a past relationship with a Scorpio. And then I have this Scorpio I was with. I think it has to do what part of the zodiac. Like I'm the third type of Aquarius there is. Where, you know, Everett could be a third type of Scorpio. But I also heard they're moving the zodiacs around. Like they're shifting the dates. And they added another one. But that was somebody told me that it worked. So I don't know how much hogwash that is. And I really don't have an interest in looking at that because, like, I'm set in my own ways. Like when they said Pluto's not a planet. I don't care. We will always have Pluto as a planet. I learned that in school. I don't care. It doesn't have an atmosphere. I am a stubborn Aquarius. And I don't give a damn what science says. Even though I do like science. I don't care because I'm stubborn, I'm set in my ways, and I'm my own scientist. Because I'm smart. Well, if you guys have any questions or comments, you should like my page. I'd appreciate it. And me and Everett are planning on doing a couple challenges, actually. We just haven't gotten to it yet. It's hard to find him when he's not busy. Like with work or with me. Spending time with me. So, that's the end of my McDonald's breakfast. I'm going to relax, probably lay down, read a book, and fall asleep. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope somehow you have find some connection with this. If you're not a Scorpio or an Aquarius or not in a Scorpio-Aquarius relationship, maybe you know somebody that is, and you can say, hey, this is going to be a struggle. It could be a very positive thing or a very negative thing. So, thank you for watching, and I want you to have a wonderful, marvelous day.